Well, second-ranked Pleasant Grove came into this matchup tonight against Wenonah. Gerhard is the heavy favorite, and they left with a dominant win over Wenonah, 43-7.
We knew that this team coming in has so much firepower, but they showed it really from the beginning of the football game and then really transferred it over into the second half. We obviously had that running clock in the second half, but Wenonah, once again, they were able to put together some drives, but they weren't able to do anything consistently. The consistent game was the Spartans all the way through.
And they were led by Young and Lacey, the dynamic duo on offense, the quarterback and the running back for Pleasant Grove. As we take a look at the highlights, you will see a lot of number 1 and number 5 in these highlights.
Started with the very first play of the game. You give it to Lacey, and the senior turns on the Jets, and he's gone. And that was kind of an indicator of what the night would be like offensively for Pleasant Grove. And then Young, with his legs here, taking it in for the touchdown, the early 12-0 lead for Pleasant Grove. And then Lacey, doesn't matter if he was running to the inside or to the outside. Here, just an impressive run, stops it right there on a dime, shows his athleticism. And then he's able to get into the end zone a few plays later, shows the strength there at the very end of the run. A couple of touchdowns for him in the early going, and then they used the special teams to set up their offense as well. It was Kyron Burrows who had a lot to say about the final one in this game with a nice punt return there, led to yet another big run. This is another direct snap to Lacey, and Lacey takes it all the way deep into Dragon territory. And then once the running game was solidified and they had to respect the running game, they started to go through the air, and Young showed that he is one of the best in the state. Burrows, Parker, both in the end zone for the Spartans there in that first half. Then as we went to the second half, a little bit more from Young in the passing game. Saw a lot more from Parker as well. And then even when some of the younger players got in, they made their presence felt as well. Markel Jordan getting into the end zone for Pleasant Grove. And then the defense for Pleasant Grove really was lights out and made Rico Wells and this offense really work for Wenonah. Didn't really matter who was in the game, whether it was the young guys or that first unit. They were able to finally get into the end zone late in the game. Rico Wells over Corin Williams, but this one was all, like you said earlier, Pleasant Grove.